Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. In this class, we're going to look at the introduction to ratios and percentages. So in this class, I'll give you the definition for ratios and percentages. I'll explain some things to you under ratios and percentages. I'll give you an exercise and then we'll look at what we've done for today. Now let's move on. So definition. A ratio is given as the relationship between quantities of two or more different things. So meanwhile, a percent per 100 in bracket can be expressed as a decimal, fraction, or a ratio. So a ratio simply means to quantify two or more different things. So meanwhile, a percent is 1 per 100. Okay, it can be expressed in decimal, fraction, or a ratio. So for an instance, we have 1% can be written as 1 over 100 in fraction, 0.01 in decimal, equal to 1 ratio 100 in ratio form. So here we have a question: what is the ratio of an apple to a banana? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have here 9 apples okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We have 12 bananas. So our question asks us to find the ratio of 9 apples to 12 bananas. So to represent 9 apples to 12 bananas in ratio form, you write it in this way: 9 apple is to 12 bananas. Okay, and this is equal to 9 to 12, or we could write it this way: 9 ratio 12. So the apples and banana can be subdivided into 3 sections. In each section we have 3 apples and 4 bananas. Okay, so this implies that ratios can be simplified into smaller forms. So this explanation is the same as dividing 9 ratio 12 by 3. And if we do that, divide 9 by 3, we get 3. Divide 12 by 3, we get 4. So we have 3 ratio 4. So we have 3 ratio 4, which is the simplified form of 9 ratio 12. So note, ratios can be reduced to its smaller form, as can fractions. Like what we did before, we reduced the ratio 9:12 into the ratio 3:4. So ratios can be simplified into smaller forms. So now let's solve the exercise for today. For question 1, we have: if 57 ratio 95 is equal to 12 ratio x, we have to find x. Okay, so now let's solve question 1. Okay, we have: if 57 ratio 95 is equal to 12 ratio x. So this can be written as 57 over 95 in fraction form is equal to 12 over x. So here we can simply cross multiply. And when we do that, we have 57 multiplied by x is equal to 95 multiplied by 12. Now to continue, we divide both sides by 57. So we have 57 multiplied by x over 57 equal to 95 multiplied by 12 over 57. So here we know that 57 cancel 57 and we are left with x is equal to 95 multiplied by 12 over 57. So to find x, we simply divide through 57 and 12 by 3. 3 into 12 is 4. And 3 into 57, we have 3 into 5 is 1, remainder 2. 3 into 27 is 9. So we have 19. And know that 19 into 95 will give us 5. Okay, so we have our x to be 5 multiplied by 4. So x is equal to 20. This is our answer on question 1. So we have here 15% of 200 apples are bad. How many apples are bad? So we are given 15% here in our question of 200. So 15% can be written in fraction form as 15 over 100. Of in mathematics is multiplication, multiplied by 200 over 1. So to figure out the apples that are bad, we simply cancel 100 from 200, we are left with 2. And we know that 15 multiplied by 2 will give us 30. So it implies that 30 apples are bad. And if you're interested and you want to know the amount of apples that are good, you simply take 30 out of 200. And we know that 170 apples are good. But since in our question we have to find how many apples are bad, so we should know that 30 apples are bad, and this is our answer. So the summary for today, I gave you the definition of ratios and percentages. So under explanation, I gave you an instance of the ratio of apples to bananas, and then I solved the examples for you under ratios and percentages. Thank you for watching this video. On our next video, we'll solve question 1 under ratios and percentages. See you there.